Top of search Amazon PPC. How does it work? How can we measure it? How can we manipulate it? All that and more. Hey, this is Rochelle and welcome to Multiple Passive Streams of Income. When we create a PPC campaign in Amazon, our ads can be placed in many spots on an Amazon page. It's now very noticeable and it's also very hard to find Amazon pages that do not have headline ads. The outlined ad on the screen is an example of a headline ad, and you have to be brand registered to run these ads. These ads are located at the top of the page, and it allows sellers to control the entire top row of a search page. Now, remember, we can always tell which ads are sponsored because it's going to say sponsored in the ad. So that's how you're going to know who's paying for the placement of their ad and who's on the page organically. If it doesn't have that word sponsored on it, that means that the listing is there because it has the most sales for that search term. So, what if we're not brand registered? How can we get our ads to the top of the page? If we're not brand registered, we have the option to bid for the first ad placements under the headline ad, and we do this in our Amazon PPC campaigns. Now, I've outlined the top of search sponsored ad for the search term pill organizer on the screen. This page only has one top of search sponsored ad, but it could very well have 4 top of search sponsored ads next to each other. Now, many people believe that top of search placements are determined only by who bids the most for a search term. But I believe that the Amazon algorithm looks at more than just the highest bid. I believe that it considers other metrics like how many sales does a product get when it gets top of search placements. It's worth more to Amazon that a cheaper click results in a sale versus a more expensive click that doesn't result in a sale. So for example, in scenario 1, a seller is willing to pay $2.50 per click, and it gets 10 clicks, which makes $25 for Amazon. In scenario 2, a seller is willing to pay $1 per click, but Amazon knows from past history this product has received 3 sales for those same 10 clicks. They will make more money by placing the lower bid seller at the top of search because those sales will amount to 3 referral fees for a total of $15.72, for example. Also 3 pick and pack fees, and that totals $21.56. So by placing the lower bid product at the top of the search, they are going to earn more. I'm quite sure there's other metrics that are factored into this as well, like how fast do these 10 clicks happen? How many impressions does a product need for these 10 clicks to happen, right? All of this is factored into who's going to get that spot at the top of search. So another question is there any way to get to the top of search any other way? And the answer is yes. You can add a bid adjustment to your PPC campaigns to drive your ads to the top of the page. If you go into a campaign and then you go to placements, you can add a bid adjustment which will increase the campaign's default bid to try to acquire more top of search placements. Amazon has added new metrics to their PPC portal, and one of those metrics gives top of search info. So if you go into your campaign manager, go to columns, you will have an option where you can select this new metric. And this metric shows you how often your ad was placed at the top of search, which was an unknown piece of information prior to them allowing us to see this metric. Now, although it's great to know, how useful is this metric? Now, if you have a campaign that has multiple search term targets with different match types like broad, phrase, or exact, this metric isn't available on the ad group targeting level, so we still don't know exactly which search term in a campaign was responsible for the top of search placement. So I'm thinking of creating PPC campaigns for a few of my most relevant keywords. And I'm only going to put one search term and one match type into one campaign. And I'm going to add a bid adjustment for the top of search placement and see if it bodes well. Hopefully, more sales are the result, but by isolating a search term in one match type, this new metric will allow me to know for sure if top of the search is effective for that keyword, and also, is my bid allowing me to get top of search placements or not? Like, do I have to raise it? Can I lower it at some point? So this is going to give me some valuable information. Maybe we can also look at our PPC campaigns that have low ACOS and go into those campaigns and add bid adjustments for top of search placements and see if those adjustments create more sales. Now, what's interesting is that my campaigns with low ACOS have almost no top of search placements. So paying more for top of search placements may not work in this case. Because all products are not equal and all search terms are not equal, only by testing will we know what works and what doesn't work. So we know we have headline ads if we're brand registered to get to the top of the page. We also know we have campaign level top of search bid adjustments if we're not brand registered to try to get more top of page placements for our ads. We also know that sales produced from top of search placements weigh more heavily than bid amounts. So since we now have access to the top of search metric at the PPC campaign level, I will be creating some one search, one match type campaigns, adding the top of search bid adjustment to determine if it's an effective strategy to increase sales. So definitely more to come on this topic. Please support the channel by using the links in the description below. I have a discount link for Helium 10. So if you are serious about selling on Amazon, Helium 10 is the software you're gonna need. If you're interested in getting a full Amazon course and some weekly training webinars for less than $60 a month, check out the AOE link as well. Please subscribe and comment. Let me know where you are in your Amazon journey and how you are using this new top of search metric. Smash the notification bell if you like the content. Like or dislike the video. Again, all interaction counts. And as always, thanks for your time, as I know you could be any other place right now. Take care.